Let's take up reaction in which phenols differs from alcohols. First, we are taking action of ferric chloride. This is test for phenol. Phenols react with neutral ferric chloride to give violet coloration, which is formed due to complex ferric phenoxide plus H3HCl plus 3 HNs are formed. So this complex is of violet color, and this is the test for phenol. So if we want to distinguish phenol with carboxylic acid, ferric chloride test can be used. Even if we want to distinguish phenol with ethyl alcohol, neutral ferric chloride test can be used. What do you mean by neutral ferric chloride? Ferric chloride is acidic in nature, so if we add little of ammonium hydroxide, we can make it neutral. Reaction with zinc dust is important because if you want to convert phenol to benzene, heat it with zinc dust, you will get benzene. And from benzene, you can further prepare toluene, nitrobenzene, bromobenzene. So the first step is important to get benzene. After that, you can convert it into any suitable product. Even acetophenone, if you want to prepare, you can very well prepare from benzene by Friedel-Crafts acylation. So this reaction converts phenol to benzene. Next, we are taking reduction of phenol with the help of nickel as a catalyst. We are adding 3 hydrogen. Temperature is 200 to 250 degrees centigrade. So all the double bonds will be reduced and each carbon will gain 1 hydrogen. Product form will be cyclohexanol. So phenol on reduction gives cyclohexanol. Next reaction, we are reacting phenol with phenyl isocyanate. It results in the formation of C6H5NH C6H5. Phenyl urethane is formed. Next, we are taking reactions of aromatic rings or coupling with diazonium salt. This is most important reaction called coupling reaction. It can also be used as a test for phenol. Here phenol is being reacted with benzene diazonium chloride. So Cl negative from here and H positive from here, HCl will be removed and we will get para-hydroxyazobenzene. It's a orange precipitate and azo dye. So this is characteristic test which can be used for phenol, treating it with benzene diazonium chloride. Reaction should be carried out at low temperature 273 to Kelvin to 278 Kelvin because diazonium salt is only stable at low temperature. Next, we are taking halogenation. Phenol, when reacts with 3 moles of bromine water, we get white precipitate of 2,4,6-tribromophenol. This can also be used as a characteristic reaction of phenol to identify phenol or distinguish phenol from other classes of compounds. Now, resorcinol, when reacts with bromine water, we will get 2,4,6-tribromo resorcinol. Br, the ortho position and para positions are free, so Br will come at 2,4,6 tribromo resorcinol. Here we have para-hydroxybenzene sulfonic acid. If you treat it with bromine water, this sulfonic acid group will be removed and we will get 2,4,6 tribromophenol plus H2SO4 will be formed. So remember, when we treat it with bromine water, whether there is any sulfonic acid group or there is carboxylic acid group, that gets removed with the help of bromine water and we get 2,4,6 tribromophenol. Even if we carry out nitration, we will get picric acid. This SO3H group will be removed. Let's take up nitration. Nitration of phenol takes place due to nitrosonium ion, which is an electrophile and it attacks at ortho and para position. But para position is more activated, therefore it attaches to nitro position at para position. How it is formed? HNO3 changes to NO2 plus water plus nascent oxygen. NO2 breaks down into NO positive and NO3 negative. NO positive attacks at para position, we get para-nitrosophenol. And nitric acid being oxidizing agent, it will lead to the formation of para-nitrophenol. Next, we are taking resorcinol when treated with concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, that is nitrating mixture. Nitro group will come at 2,4,6. So this is 2,4,6 trinitroresorcinol, which is also called stiffnic acid. Next, we are taking sulfonation. Phenol reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid. If it is low temperature, that is 15 degrees centigrade, we get orthohydroxybenzene sulfonic acid. If temperature is 100 degrees centigrade, we get para-hydroxybenzene sulfonic acid. And if you carry out at room temperature, you will get both ortho as well as para as the product. Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Phenol reacts with methyl chloride in presence of AlCl3. Now be very careful. If AlCl3 is used, it means electrophilic substitution will take place. CH3 will be electrophile, will attack at ortho and para position. So we get paracresol and orthocresol. Para will be the major product. Mechanism of Reamer-Diamond reaction is very important. Phenol reacts with chloroform and NaOH at 70 degrees centigrade. It results in the formation of orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, which is popularly called salicylaldehyde. IUPAC name is 2-hydroxybenzaldehyde, and para-hydroxybenzaldehyde will be formed. Let's take up mechanism of this reaction. This is sodium phenoxide, because phenol will react with NaOH to form sodium phenoxide. So phenoxide ion, and this is the active electrophile which is called dichlorocarpene. How it is formed? Chloroform reacts with OH ion to form CCl3 negative, which breaks down into chloride ion and dichlorocarpene. Now dichlorocarpene is electron deficient, that's why it acts as electrophile. It will attack ortho position when pi electron shifts to ortho position. And CCl2 will get negatively charged. Hydrogen is already attached with it. This negative charge and a pair of electron will take part in double bond formation. Now we will carry out, in the presence of water, this H positive ion is gained by this negatively charged carbon and we get CHCl2. This H remains here. Picks up H positive ion and here it changes to OH group and this bond is reformed. That is, this pair will go back here, this H positive ion will go here, and here double bond will be reformed and we get this compound, which is 2-hydroxybenzyl chloride. Now we will carry out hydrolysis with the help of 2 moles of KOH. It will be fastest. So here we will get CHOH, COH. So 2 OH group at the same carbon are unstable. It leads to the formation of aldehyde group. This will dissociate into O negative in the presence of NaOH or KOH. So we can acidify it to get salicylaldehyde back. So we will get salicylaldehyde in Reamer-Diamond reaction. So this is the mechanism of Reamer-Diamond reaction, where you will remember that attacking electrophile is dichlorocarpene. Next we are going to take up reaction with formaldehyde. Phenol reacts with formaldehyde in presence of NaOH for 5 days, results in the formation of para-hydroxybenzyl alcohol and para-orthohydroxybenzyl alcohol. Further reaction will take place. This is orthohydroxybenzyl alcohol, further reacts with phenol and we get bis dihydroxyphenyl methane or para-para-dihydroxyphenyl methane. Now this will further get condensed with HCHO, so you will get CH2OH group here. Here chain will be formed from both sides and this linear polymer is called Novolac. Now we are taking 2 moles of phenol reacts with 2 moles of formaldehyde. We get these products and this product is called bis hydroxymethyl phenols. Now these two will undergo cross linkage. First phenol reacts with formaldehyde to form para-para-dihydroxy diphenyl methane, which we have already shown. Now they undergo condensation, polymerization and result in the formation of bakelite, which is a cross-linked thermosetting plastic used for making electrical switches and switchboards. It does not become soft on heating. That's why it is used for making electrical switches and switchboards due to cross linkages. And it does not melt on heating. Next we have Lieberman's reaction. Phenol reacts with NaNO2 and H2SO4. It results in the formation of para-nitrosophenol, which tautomerizes to form quinone monoxime. This reacts with phenol and sulfuric acid and forms deep blue color. On dilution, it changes to red color. And further reaction with NaOH, it gives blue color. So this is Lieberman's nitroso reaction, which can be used for testing phenol. This is phthalene reaction, where 2 moles of phenol are reacting with phthalic anhydride. H from air, H from air and O from air. Water is removed with the help of anhydrous zinc chloride or concentrated sulfuric acid and this product formed is phenolphthalein. And phenolphthalein will give pink color with NaOH by replacing these two hydrogen by Na, which is, and the compound becomes pink in color. So this reaction is called phthalene reaction. If we carry out the same reaction with resorcinol, we will get fluorescein as the dye which is formed. Fluorescein is also used as indicator. Next, we are taking ALPS persulfate oxidation. Phenol reacts with potassium persulfate in alkaline medium and result in the formation of hydroquinone or quinol. The IUPAC name is benzene 1,4-diol. So name of the reaction is ALPS persulfate oxidation. Let's take up Gattermann's aldehyde synthesis where phenol reacts with HCN and HCl in the presence of AlCl3. OH group remains as it is. Here we get CH double bond NH. Actually what happens is C double bond N gets attached to hydrogen here and triple bond changes to double bond. This group is called imine. On hydrolysis it will change to CHO. We will get orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. It is also called salizaldehyde. Side product ammonia will be formed.